Every once in a while, a player comes along with the skills and talent to break and set a record. Those players quickly gain fame and become icons. But it isn't just the work they do on the field that matters. Many of these icons are loved for their personalities and dedication to good causes. Keep watching this video as we discuss some of the greatest sports personalities ever. First off, at number 10, Roger Federer's domination on the court. After 20 Grand Slam wins, 1,251 victories, 103 crowns, and an unprecedented 310 weeks atop the world rankings, Roger Federer finally put down his tennis racket this year. And we can say without a doubt that the 41-year-old Swiss master has changed the game with his grace on the court. His All-England club match in 2001 was the first time we got to see a shift in the tennis industry dynamics. Pete Sampras was defeated by Roger Federer in the Wimbledon fourth-round match. He took the sports world by storm, and it was at this point that Federer's dominance of the sport really started, because just 2 years later, Roger Federer won his first Grand Slam at Wimbledon. If we had to pick one career-defining moment, then it had to be the match in 2009. He won a record 15th Grand Slam title by defeating Andy Roddick at Wimbledon. As a result, Federer once again moved to the top of the list of all-time Grand Slam titles, leaving behind Nadal in the ATP rankings. While he hasn't won every Grand Slam during his career, his 20 Grand Slam victories are nothing short of amazing, and there's no debate about greatness. Coming in at number 9, the golf legend Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is the most accomplished golfer of his time, and the biggest reason behind his success is his focus and drive when playing. He made his broadcast debut at the young age of 3 when he played Golf Live on The Mike Douglas Show, and that's incredible, in 1980. He had a passion for the sport since the beginning, and at the age of 11, Tiger became the youngest U.S. junior amateur champion. He even defeated his father in a golf match for the first time when he was only 15 years old. In 1995, he made his debut at the Masters, and in the following year, he finally went pro. He currently has 15 major championship wins, just 3 behind golfing legend Jack Nicklaus. Tiger has made an insane impact on the sport. He's inspired millions around the world and attracted more fans to the sport than any other athlete in history. He's a cultural icon like no other. Moving on to number 8, baseball king Babe Ruth. If we're talking about the best baseball hitter in history, then it has to be Babe Ruth. The 6'2" and beefy American player impacted the sport in a way that had never been seen before. He paved the way for baseball players to transition from the dead ball era to the live ball era. Before him, there'd never been a hitter with power like his, and we still don't see it much in recent years. The Sultan of Swat transformed the underachieving New York Yankees into the powerhouse everyone knows and loves to despise, winning 4 more World Series along the way after helping the Red Sox win 3 in 4 years. Ruth's 714 home runs are still third best all time, even though he retired almost 90 years ago. He was a cultural hero throughout his playing career, and he was often mentioned as a significant part of the Roaring Twenties that were happening throughout America. He's left behind a legacy that'll be defined by much more than his wins. Next up at number 7, Nadia Comaneci's perfect 10. Even though Nadia had been making waves in the gymnastics world for a while, the 14-year-old gymnast was still pretty unknown when the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal took place. That is, of course, up until she took part in the uneven bars event. This is because the gymnastics world was completely changed forever when Nadia grabbed onto those bars. Her routine was so clean and precise that it earned her the first 10 out of 10 scores in Olympic history. In fact, it was so unexpected that the Omega scoreboard wasn't even able to display such a number, so her evaluation was given a 1.00. She continued to perform well, earning 6 more 10s during the competition, and 3 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze medal for herself. It is because of her skills that her team passed France and Italy on the overall medals table, and she finally became a household name. Coming up at number 6, Pele's insane achievements. After his debut as a professional football player in 1956, Pele quickly went on to become a global icon. So while you're arguing between Ronaldo and Messi, you're completely ignoring one of the most dominating players ever. The Brazilian player spent 20 years playing professionally, and in the 1970s, while playing for the New York Cosmos, he rose to fame in the United States. He has become well known for his work off the field as well, since he's an advocate for disadvantaged kids in his native country. Pele won 3 World Cups in 1958, 1962, and 1970, and although he suffered an injury in the 1962 tournament that kept him out for the rest of the competition, he's still among the best of the best. Moving on to number 5, Usain Bolt's gold medal collection. He was the first guy to win the top 100-meter sprint 3 times, in 2008, 2012, and 2016. He has won 8 sprinting gold medals in the Olympics. At the age of 17, Bolt competed for the first time at the Summer Olympics in Athens in 2004, but he wasn't able to leave an impression because of his torn hamstring. But 4 years later, he broke records and went insane, as he outdid his competitors to win 2 gold medals in the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing. He also made a record by becoming the first athlete to win the men's 100 and 200-meter gold medals in the same games. In the 100-meter race at the 2012 London Summer Olympics, Bolt defeated Johan Blake to win gold once more. And in the 2016 Rio Olympics, Bolt increased his medal total by winning the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter relay events once more. We'll never forget the hype after he won a race and did his iconic thunder pose as the crowd roared around him. Up next at number 4, swimming champion Michael Phelps. Phelps is often called the most decorated Olympian in history, and we have to admit that it's very fitting. His journey wasn't that easy though. Phelps learned to focus his energies on the pool since he was dealing with ADD and didn't really have a good support system from his teachers. But he overcame it all and went on to win every Olympic competition he's competed in since he was 15 years old. It's still shocking to think that he has won 33 medals. 23 of them are gold medals. Usually in other sports, athletes try to focus on one event and aim to dominate it. In his final competition, Michael Phelps won 8 gold medals, proving he rules the pool regardless of the event. His success in his career is because of his hard work and dedication. The way that Phelps approaches life is admirable. Being the best of the best, Phelps left his mark on the Olympic Games history, and in every way, he is a true champion. Following up on number 3, the football GOAT Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona was the most gifted, feisty, charismatic, and unpredictable footballer ever. The Argentine gave Napoli 2 league titles in Italy, against all odds, while winning the game's most prestigious award. This was back when the preppy clubs of the North looked down on Napoli. If we're talking about a list of the best footballers of all time, Maradona would top it by a big margin. Pelé would come in second, then Johan Cruyff and Franz Beckenbauer. Maradona was responsible for the best goal and best assist in World Cup history. He was also responsible for the second best goal and assistance. He rarely waited in the penalty area for a scoring opportunity because of his position in the middle of the field and his ability to make plays. But when he got an opportunity to score, he rarely missed it. He single-handedly did everything fans thought was impossible and unreachable. There's never been a player like him, and we doubt there will ever be one. Coming in at number 2, Michael Jordan's 15 glorious seasons. The greatest basketball player of all time is without a doubt Michael Jordan. He's a 5-time MVP, 6-time NBA Finals MVP, 14-time All-Star, and 6-time NBA champion. Jordan has even won the Defensive Player of the Year award. The 10-time scoring champion retired from the sport when he was 3rd on the leaderboard for the highest scoring of all time. Very few players in the NBA can compare to Michael Jordan and his achievements. The best way to define him and his ability to create highlight reel jams is that he's basketball royalty. He dominated the game throughout the 1990s, and we cannot emphasize enough the contribution he's made to the NBA as well as the pop culture world. In fact, the cultural effect of his Air Jordan sneakers is what made Nike famous. He is the most recognizable athlete of our generation thanks to his domination and competitive spirit. Finally, at number 1, Muhammad Ali's iconic career. When he earned Olympic recognition as a gold medalist for the United States boxing team at the 1960 Games in Rome, Muhammad Ali did it under the name Cassius Clay. He changed his name after defeating Sonny Liston to win the heavyweight title in 1967, and it's from here that he began making history. On his journey to becoming the most known sports figure in the world, Muhammad Ali became the first heavyweight world champion to win the title 3 times. The majority of fight experts still rank his 3-fight series with Smokin' Joe Frazier as the best trilogy of all time. He competed when boxing was the main event, and because of him, it's remained the main event. No athlete has possibly had as big of an impact on the boxing culture as Ali. That's a wrap for this video. Who do you think is the greatest player of all time? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.